Okay, let's make another cool fractal shape with the piece of paper and scissors. And if you have glue stick and a piece of construction paper, you can use that later on to make it look even prettier. Okay, so let's discuss what our pattern is going to be this time. First thing you want to do is you will make a hamburger fold, taco fold, whatever you want to call it. Okay, I would like so. Okay, so this pattern is going to be a little different. If you remember last time, we cut here and here. This time, we're going to do something a little different. You're just cutting right down the middle. It may seem simpler, but we're going to fold it a little differently. So, go to the middle, and you're going to, hold on here, better. You're going to cut directly in the middle, but you're going to cut halfway to the top. Okay, so you have this like shorts looking thing. Okay, if you cut it a little bit more, that's okay. If you don't cut it enough, then you're going to have to do a little tearing. Okay, so we're always going to fold on the right side just to keep things straight. And when I cut it, I meant to tell you to make sure to cut it on the fold. Always be cutting on the folds. When you're not that way, this way, on the fold. So you take the page on the right and you fold it all the way up to the top, and then you make a nice crease. Okay, so we folded it one way, and you're going to fold it back around the other side just to give it a good double crease. Okay, my favorite part now. You open it a little, and you're going to take that piece that you just folded, and you're going to pop that up and in. Popped it up and in, and then going to close it all up nice and neat. So it looks like a little L or whatever. Okay, and when you open it to check and see what you did, it looks a little something like this. Just one, nothing too fancy. Okay, here comes the point where we're going to adjust our cutting. Okay, I'm going to fold it all up. I'm going to make sure that my fold is at the bottom. And everything is tucked up inside, so I still have the step ladder. And this time I'm going to make two cuts. Now, our image is always going to be, we're going to take this like rectangle like this, and we're going to cut it in the middle. We're going to go halfway up to that point, not all the way to the end, okay, only up to this point. So I'm going to cut here. In this part, you're going to go halfway over, and you cut halfway. It's like basically a quarter of the paper. Okay, only halfway to that part right there. We're also going to make another cut in this one. Notice this is also a symmetrical rectangle right down there and there. We're going to cut right in the middle, about halfway up. Then those two, remember, we're always going to be folding on the right side. We're going to be folding these two flaps right here. One at a time. The one on the bottom here, we fold right up to there. Give it a nice crease, front and back, which makes it easier to pop it in later. Okay, and then you do the same thing for the top flap, this guy right over here. Yeah, it does have two little pieces, so make sure you grab them both and fold those up to the top, crease it, I'll make that a little better, and then fold them back around the other side and fold it all the way up to the top. Try not to go over it, because when we start cutting later, if it's off, then you might cut all the way through. Okay, so we have these two flappy flaps. We're going to put them down, and then you're going to open a little bit, and you're going to pop each of those things up and in. So the ones we just folded, that guy goes up and in, and close. Give it a nice little seal, it's good. Now these guys over here, these are a little trickier, okay? you have 2 of them, and each one of those is going to get popped up. Okay, kind of made a mistake, kind of. Anyway, once you're at this point, kind of ignore my cuts that I've already made for this one. We got 4 new spaces that we're going to be putting some cuts in. Okay, down here, there's a little rectangle we cut. There's a little one right there we're going to cut. Little one right there we're going to cut. And one up there that we're going to cut. Okay, so your cuts are going to go halfway over that, and then halfway up to that right there. Okay, so we're going to cut there. Go to the next one. We're going to cut up this one halfway. When I say halfway, I'm only saying halfway up to that little rectangle right there. Then we're going to go to the next rectangle, that one right there. We're also going to cut halfway. Halfway over, halfway up. So it's only that much of a cut. And then this last one, we go halfway over and then halfway up. Right there. Okay, then we're going to start to fold them. We always fold this side. Okay, so fold that one up. Fold that one up. Put a crease. Fold this one up. Crease it. And our last one. This last one's tough because there's multiple pieces there. Many multiple. And then you'll want to go back to the other side. Right? The video is going to be a little weird because I just spliced this in. And then you're going to pop those in. Okay? Best way is to work from this way in. Just take them, pop them up and in. Pop them up and in. One at a time. This bottom row takes the longest. Okay? Then push them up and in. Close it a little bit. I find that helps. Open a little and reach in and pop that one up. Pop it up. Close it a little. It helps to solidify it. Do the rest of those. Open them a little and pop them up and in. Close it all, and it looks great. Okay, you can stop here. In fact, I'm going to stop here just because, but if you want to, close it all up and then do it again. Okay, I'll leave a picture here so you can know how to cut each of the rest of them. Okay, thanks. Okay, the final step, if you want to make a little card, take a piece of construction paper, your call, what color, whatever you're feeling, and you're going to close this guy up, and it's going to go in here. Now be careful because it's hard to get it all to line up nice. So take yours, put some glue on